Have you ever troubled rendering a large set of data in React? Then this video will help you. Let's talk about how React Window handles large set of data. React Window is a library which follows the concept of windowing. And windowing is a concept of rendering the rows which are getting displayed on the user's viewing area, which also known as the viewport. This is the Git repository of this library, and there was another library used in the past which is called React Virtualized. And according to documentation, it was rewritten as React Window, removing the major pitfalls it had earlier. There are two main benefits of using windowing. First one, first time rendering. Since only the dataset which is available on the viewport only loaded on the page, the initial page load will be much faster. The second one is scrolling. React Window will render rows towards the scrolling direction as in green color, and meanwhile it will unmount the rows which are leaving the user's viewport, which are highlighted in color red, so that the number of DOM nodes loaded on the user's browser are reduced where the processing and memory consumption is less on the browser. Let's dive into the details of React Window. I have the sample application created, and the Git repository link for this project is mentioned below the description, and you can try out the application later. And let's navigate through the links. In here, we have list, grid, and different variations of them, which I will explain later in this video. The first link we have is the fixed list. In the fixed list, height of all the rows are equal. So make sure the content always fit into the cell. On the variable list, the height can be calculated based on the content of the cell. For demo purpose, I have used less size for even rows here, and you can define your own customized logic according to the real requirement. Further, there are few additional features available on React Window such that you can search for a particular row. There are 5 different options available in React Window: Auto, Smart, Center, End, and Start. Let's say I am searching for row number 50 and I am selecting Auto. Auto will perform minimum amount of scrolling to locate the row onto the viewport. So if I select search, see it's visible on the bottom of the list. Let's search with Smart. Smart same as Auto, but there's one only specific difference, that if the result is one viewport away from the current viewport, the search result will be centered. Let's say I am searching for 80. It is for sure 80 is one viewport away from this current viewport, because on a particular viewport we are displaying only 5 rows. Let's say I am searching. See, the result is centered. If you want to center the result anyway, then you can select center option. And if you want to display the result at the end, then you can select end. If you want to display the result at the top of the list, then you can select start. Another interesting feature is that you have the option of changing the layout of the list. You can change into horizontal or vertical layout based on your requirement. Let's check out the code related to this. First, we have the fixed size window, and as you can see, the fixed size window is imported from React window. And let's navigate to the render method. The list has item size, item count, height, width, layout, ref as parameters. And if I start from the bottom, the ref is to locate the DOM element when you are searching for an element, and the layout is to change you need a vertical or horizontal list as the functionality is demonstrated earlier. The width and height are defined in the area that is consumed from the viewport, and the item size is a fixed number so that the cell dimensions remain consistent across all the rows. And this is a row template that I have reused among fixed and variable lists, which read the data element from each index and pass it on to the template. Ease scrolling is another feature, and I will explain it when we are going through grid. Most importantly, remember to pass the style from parent to row component, else you will notice unpleasant flickering while scrolling through. Let's check out how grids operate. You can create grids from React window, and this is a sample implementation for a fixed size grid, which means the cells are not adjustable as per the cell content. But this is a dynamic grid where the content is adjustable, and I have used lower size for even numbers for demo purpose. Apart from that, all the filtration options are available on the grid itself. Additionally, you can notice while I am scrolling, a scrolling mask is getting appeared. So if your row rendering logic is much expensive while scrolling, the grid or list performance will reduce drastically. Instead of directly rendering the expensive rows, what you can do is load them in asynchronous mode or use a mask to avoid rendering while scrolling. Let's see the coding implementation related to this. Since this is a grid, you have to define column width and row height unlike in list. And they are fixed values since they are not adjustable in fixed size grid. In variable size grid, you can define your own custom logic to define the column width and row height. My logic is based on even and odd separation of the index, but you can implement your custom logic based on your requirement. There are few other variations of list and grid, and let's see what are those. Auto-sized list. The list itself can stretch to fill the viewing area of the user's browser, which makes the list more responsive. Let's check out the coding related to this feature. We can use React Virtualized Auto Sizer library for this purpose. So as you can see, we need to wrap the list with the Auto Sizer. And the Auto Sizer will decide the width and height based on the screen it renders and pass it onto the list. The same functionality available for grids as well, where you need to inherit width and height from the Auto Sizer. Finally, we can create an infinite loading list using React window. And you may have seen in social media applications, the content is getting loaded as you are attempting to scroll beyond the boundary of the viewport. For this purpose, we can use a library called React Window Infinite Loader, and you need to wrap the list with the infinite loader. And the loader will pass mainly the offsets into the list where they can be used to fetch page data from backend services on demand. I have set a 3-second timeout to demonstrate the backend services delay. When I scroll fast, if 3-second timeout is not exceeded, you will see the loading mask is popping up. Let's check out the coding related to this. All what you need to do is wrap the list with infinite loader, and there are 3 functions need to be passed in, such as first one is item loaded. So this function should return a boolean which indicates that the row is done with rendering or not. And based on this, the infinite loader will decide whether to remove the loading mask or not. Second one is the item count. This is the actual number of items to be displayed on the list, and I have used a fixed number for this demo purpose. Third function is load more items. This function will be used to get more data from backend services, and the start and end indexes to load will be given by the loader into the function via props. The main benefit is you can more focus on the business logic behind the infinite loading rather much focusing on how to implement the infinite loader. So this is literally the total functionality you can get out of React window. I hope this video helps you. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Let's meet again in another interesting video like this.